Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I am a huge fan of your work. You still DJ.
I do. I have my radio show on Saturday night on KCRW, of course, and I don't DJ that often anymore. I did a lot of club dates, but I don't know. Those days are over. I don't like hanging out in clubs as much as I used to. But I love my radio show.
So what's sort of the premise for your radio show? Is it just music you like? Is it?
It is all the DJs on KCRW, including Jason Kramer, who's here tonight and in the house. We all just get to play whatever we want to play. We're so lucky. There are really God, if anything, there's a little encouragement to listen to the other DJs and try to have kind of a cohesive sound, but we all just do what we want to do. I play a lot of new music, indie rock, and then I pepper it with dance music, a lot of world music. I'm really into African music from the 70s for some reason, and I just play whatever I feel like.
What's an average day like for you between working with producers? I'm assuming you work with the directors, finding music, bands, emailing you.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on email, unfortunately. I wish that would, somehow go away. The way I structure my business, I have a great assistant music supervisor working in my office, Frank Palazzolo. He's amazing. You should have him on sometime because he's awesome. And he really holds the fort down. My job is to go to the spotting sessions, and if you have 5 shows going on or 4, whatever, at any given time, that's at least 1 meeting a day. And so I'm often running around town, and then I try to spend as much time as possible doing my searches. That's my job, is to discover music and put it with picture and come up with a cool marriage. That's the whole thing. So you have to stay up on music. I spend a lot of time on the weekends catching up on a lot of music. And I have to go out at night, and it's just so...
The torture.
Poor me. But yeah, between just trying to get new jobs, always trying to get, networking, and being at the spotting session for an episode is a really important time, because that's when you get to know your team very well and you build trust. And that's really one of my favorite parts about working in television, is going to the spotting session every week. But yeah, you just have to keep listening to a lot of music. And obviously it's not as simple as that. And there's a lot of licensing and a lot of clearance stuff, and calling licensors that you have relationships with and saying, I only have a certain amount of money for this spot. What do you have? So sometimes I do music supervision backwards, and I don't just use my brain to think of my creative juices to think of the right song. Oftentimes it's based on budget, So that's important, are the budgets. So
thank you so much for coming
my
on the
pleasure.
show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.